Yep.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Hi, welcome to Luke's Man Cave, episode 3. We've missed a little bit of footage because the cameraman went AWOL. But I'll quickly fill you in and we'll bring you up to speed. So we'll start the front. Steering, I changed from drag link to independent front steering. It just goes from the centre each way. We used the parts so I didn't have to buy anything. The wheels are now bolted on. That's 3/8 UNC, which is as close to 15mm that I could find. The steering angle might have changed since you last saw it to accommodate where the steering is now. Painted it satin black. Steering wheel arrived today. So one of today's jobs is to chop that off and fit that on there maybe. The rear calipers are on. These are just off of a quad bike. OC Motorsport. We'd like to thank Ollie for making the hell braided brake lines custom made. The discs are also off of a quad bike. I knocked this up, needs painting. We're just using P-clips to hold it all down. First job we're going to do is finish tidying up this brake line just at the front. We will be putting the brake pedal in hopefully today. Follow me on the journey.
You also put the chair in.
Oh, we've not done that yet?
No.
Oh. Chair. Once they've finished doing the gravity racing at shows and stuff, they just want the little engine to cruise around in because it's still going to be quite cool.
Yeah.
The reason why this is so hard is it's going through 2 layers. The brakes are going to work like this. I'm going to go and fetch the bush that pivots on, and then on the back of here goes the master cylinder, which is, if you imagine it like a big syringe, forces oil, brake fluid through the little hole in there, runs it to the back, splits it out into the calipers, and then that, because the oil's being forced from that end, it closes up the pistons and pushes the brake pads onto the brake disc. Right. What job do I want to do first? Do the steering wheel, I suppose. Let's do the steering wheel. Just going to chop it as close to that bracket, and hopefully I'll be able to secure the steering wheel onto that bracket.
You built the new car?
Yeah.
The driver, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm going to crack open an innocent smoothie. Crack open a cold bev.
Oh! Brilliant. Made out still. Do you want to do some more of that seamless editing thing?
Yeah, sure.
Gonna be alright. Get the welder.
It's like when the Avengers suit up, this is your version.
Something very similar. It's going in the wash really. If I got that any better, it'd be perfect. Good. Always switch the gas off. It's expensive. I've accidentally left it on a few times, and that's an expensive mistake. Right, we'll give this a quick rough up, stand it outside, and then we'll spray it with some satin black.
Isn't there like a tool where there's a bit of sandpaper on the end of it and you sand it down with it?
It's exactly that. got one of them somewhere. Oh. 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 Up and down, so I can get in it now. That's exactly what's going to happen. Is we're going to lift the fabric off of this because I'm a plum and left the foot brake off of that one at home in my other car, just for testing purposes. So I'm going to need, I think that's an 8mm. Internet sensation. This is only temporary, but it might be as temporary as Turkey's trade deal with the EU. Right, we are going to bleed the brake system. This is going to happen by filling up there, make sure it doesn't run out, otherwise you need to start the operation again. And then we will squeeze the brake handle, lever, but first off we're going to vacuum out using a brake vacuum cleaner, from the nipples at the back there, and then we'll apply the brakes. They might need adjusting, they might be a bit tight. Right, so that's the brake split up. I just need to put the covers back on the master cylinder. They're not super effective, but they're good enough just for testing. Now we're going to go and find a, not quite a massive hill, but a hill, because we're in Essex, for testing. See whether the steering works, see whether the brakes kind of work enough.
Should we set up some cones, see if you can go in and out?
No. I am going to put a different master cylinder on there. The brakes aren't exactly super effective at the minute because that master cylinder is a bit small. It doesn't really displace enough fluid to get the brakes right on, but they're on enough.
Okay.
A-Town down. Yeah!
Oh, that's exactly how much that tag's held on, boy. Absolutely fuck off.
A-Town down. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Hush, 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 hush. Let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah.
How are you feeling at this current moment?
Well, we will find out. So we're currently pre-test run. There is a hill, a slight incline that way. We're just waiting for the safety vehicle to come and help us back up the hill when we're down the hill, and to make sure that there's no traffic coming.
Yep.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
What happened?
You should get 250 quid.
What happened?
Me falling over.
It might have been a little bit blurry, but yeah.
Cool. I fell over, Dave. I know. I see him in the mirror and I said to him, did you get it on the camera? I see you just like rolled as well. There's nowhere to stop. You can let go.
8-Town down. Yeah, yeah.
That's it, I've got brakes now. When I let go of this, pull the rope in. Hang on. Don't stop. Don't stop. The steering's a bit lively. Fucking hell, we get a bit of a lick here. Don't slow down.
Yeah, just let go of the rope.
Right, quick update for you. We've done the first test run. It went okay. The rolling resistance is a bit high. You don't gather that much speed, even for the amount of hill that it was. We've just done the front toe. Maybe that was wheel scrubbing a little bit. So we had a bit of ballast in there in the name of the cameraman, so we could adjust the way in which the wheels face each other. We want, because it's not a powered wheel, we just want it running as straight as possible for the least rolling resistance, because if they're facing each other or facing away from each other, they'll be fighting and scrubbing speed. Next up is the rear brakes are binding on ever so slightly, so we're going to adjust that out with a hammer. But I'm pleased with how everything works.
Thank you for watching this episode of Luke's Man Cave. We've nearly finished the Red Bull Soapbox Derby car. We're just going to readjust the brake after we've ordered a new master cylinder. We need a bigger one so the back brakes activate a little bit more, just because we want handbrake turns and stuff. To watch the last episode, click here. If you've liked what you've seen, click here and that will take you to my channel. Click subscribe and like. It's all good. Thank you very much.